Hi, my name is Jay from the Lane Spa, and today we're going to learn about Cavi Lipo Ultrasound from Ashley. So Ashley, what is Cavi Lipo Ultrasound?
Cavi Lipo Ultrasound basically it uses a form of cavitation, which is like a form of vibration, to vibrate the cells, fat cells specifically, and shrink them. And basically it's used to aid in losing inches in the body and actually shrink down the fat cells and help with the appearance of the fat cells in the body.
And what are you doing now?
Right now I'm actually doing a little bit of lymphatic drainage on her lymphatic ducts here in her neck, just to ensure that we got good flow with the lymphatics. The way the machine is really utilized is through the lymphatic system. So in order for you to get really good results, you have to have a healthy lymphatic system. This is ideal for people who are active, drink lots of water. Not so much for someone who's like obese, but it's more for like those stubborn areas that you really have a trouble losing the fat in. So we want to make sure that her lymphatic system is working effectively, because once we shrink the fat cells, the then liquefied fat, that's how her body's expelling it, is through her lymphatic system. So that's the best way to describe it, and that's the reason we like to pump a little bit on the neck to make sure that, you know, everything's moving, and that's the best way to go about it. So I'm going to put a little bit of a relaxing neck ease on Joanne, and then I'll show you what we're going to do on her abdomen today.
Great.
So this is our Cavi Lipo machine here. And we're going to treat Joanne's abdomen. There's a couple different areas we can treat with the Cavi Lipo machine. Abdomen, I would say, is probably definitely the most popular. We can also treat thighs, front and back, the back of the body, as well as like the love handles, and also the tops or the backs of the arms as well. Now, following the same idea, as far as making sure the lymphatics are moving, we do like to use a little bit of drainage oil, which is just an essential oil blend, and work these lymph nodes right in through here to make sure those are nice and open as well. And usually when we do the lymphatics, we usually do it for about like 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to kind of skip through it and show you, that way you get an idea of what the Cavi Lipo is all about and what to expect. This is also another tool that we utilize to ensure good drainage with the lymphatics, is dry brushing. And we do recommend, if you do decide to do a series of these, that you do your own dry brushing at home on a daily basis is preferred, or utilizing one of their Cavi Lipo gloves as well. And I'll show you what that is a little bit later. Okay, so we would normally do that just a little bit longer, but we're going to go ahead and apply just ultrasound gel, which is an aloe-based gel. And I'm going to get started with the machine. So this is a very relaxing treatment. Most treatment areas, the treatment time is generally about 45 minutes. We usually do 30 to 40 minutes of actual time on the body, treating the body. So as you can see, we go in circular motions, and we're just basically trying to focus on target areas that Joanne wants to target, and then move that liquefied fat towards the lymph nodes.
How long is the session?
Generally about 45 minutes. It depends on the treatment area, because obviously some areas are going to be a little bit larger than others as far as surface area goes. And then we like to do a little bit of the relaxing treatment and some massage to help boost the lymphatics along the way.
Will you lose weight?
Losing weight is not really the target with this treatment. It's more about inches and the actual appearance of the fat cells. So for somebody to say, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds with this treatment, it's not realistic. It's more about losing physical inches and losing mass. You're trying to shrink the mass in the body.
So you mentioned sessions or a series of sessions?
Mm-hmm. Generally, most people, it's one of those things you definitely want to make a commitment to doing it whenever you're going to do it. And ideally, depending on your body type, depending on how healthy and how efficient your lymphatic system is to begin with, most people do really good with a series of 6 or a series of 10. And obviously, if we start in one treatment area and you say, okay, I'm good after 4 sessions on my stomach, we can always move it and do the thighs, or do the back of the arms, or wherever you want to focus on. The sessions are interchangeable once you decide to go ahead and do a series.
And how many can I do a week?
Ideally, I usually tell people to try and space them out. Usually twice a week is best. You don't really want to do them any more than like 2 or 3 days apart from each other. Or I'm sorry, not any closer than 2 or 3 days. Because you want to give the lymphatic system a chance to flush out the fat that we've liquefied. And you don't really want to overload it. So it's kind of like we're going to liquefy it, and then you got to give your body a chance to kind of play catch up and get rid of that before we liquefy more.
Is there any pain related to this?
Absolutely not. No, we do this in a dim lit room with nice music, and most people fall asleep. It's very similar to massage. I'm not being super aggressive on her abdomen. It's not painful. There's no cramping or anything weird like that. It's one of the few FDA approved Cavi Lipo machines in the US, so it's very, very safe. It really only affects the adipose tissue, which is like fat cells. So, no, it's perfectly relaxing.
Certain people cannot do this?
Certain people can't do it. If you've had any history of hepatitis, it's not a good idea to do. If you've had any like edema or swelling, it's not a good idea to do. Pacemakers and things like that. But for the most part, it's pretty non-restrictive because it's not medical current running through your body or anything like that. It's just focused ultrasound with the vibrations. So it's pretty localized. It's not like it's going to overdo any other part of your body.
Well, thank you, Ashley. Everybody, this treatment is only $149 at the Lane Spa. It's usually $250. So if you want to watch those inches melt away, just call the Lane Spa to book an appointment. That's 691-0104. We also have more information on the Lane Spa website, www.thelanespa.com. Thank you.